Through the gates of ancient tales I wander, past the ruins where whispered legends slumber. Eglinton's arms wide and green embrace unveil the stories etched in stone and lace. Oh, hear the whisper.
Alright lovely viewers, welcome back to Highland Explorer. Today we're ditching the mountains for a wee jaunt through history and nature at Eglinton Country Park. Now, this sprawling park, around 400 hectares, sits pretty on the grounds of the old Eglinton Castle estate. Eglinton Castle itself has seen a fair share of drama. Once home to the Eglinton family and later the Montgomerys, Earls of Eglinton, it's now a romantic ruin. But fear not, history buffs. The park itself is a treasure trove of stories waiting to be unearthed. Keep your eyes peeled, folks, because on this walk, we're going to uncover some of the lesser-known tales hiding amongst these trees. Let's start our stroll by following the lovely Lugton water as it winds through the park. This river wasn't just a picturesque background for the Eglinton Tournament. Oh, we'll get to that later, have patience. But it is a waterway with its own stories. And speaking of bridges, did you know the Old Park Bridge isn't as ancient as you'd think? That classic stone bridge, turns out it was built in 1920s, replacing an even older, narrower one. Still, it's a bonny way to cross a river, and rumour has it the original bridge's foundations are still lurking somewhere down below. Just a wee bit further along the path, you'll spot the impressive Tournament Bridge. Now, this isn't your average run-of-the-mill bridge. Built in the early 1800s by a chap named David Hamilton, it was designed in the Gothic style, all pointed arches and drama. Makes perfect sense, really, considering its original purpose, to impress visitors to the Eglinton Tournament. We'll get stuck into the whole shindig in a second, but for now, just admire the craftsmanship of this bridge. And hey, if you're feeling particularly chivalrous, pretend you're a knight on a white horse, crossing over to joist for your fair maiden's hand. We won't judge.
Beneath the earth, secret souls are sleeping in every shadow.
Right then, let's turn our attention to the star attraction, or what's left of it. That's right, we're talking about the ruins of Eglinton Castle. Now, this wasn't an ordinary castle. Forget simple stone walls and towers. This was a full-on neo-Gothic fantasy brought to life. The castle's design is a bit of a mystery. Some say it was John Patterson, while others cite David Hamilton, local architectural rivals no doubt. Either way, the end result was a massive round keep circled by towers, making the castle look like it came straight from a storybook. You wouldn't guess from the impressive ruins, but this place wasn't always treated with reverence. During the 1930s, the castle's interior was gutted, and later it was blown up. Talk about a dramatic exit. Still, even in its current state, the castle evokes a powerful sense of time and history. Imagine the grand balls, the secret whispers in the corridors, maybe even a ghost or two, if you look careful enough. Speaking of historical spectacle, it's about time we got to the good stuff. Remember how I mentioned Eglinton Tournament? Right, then, well, in 1839, the Earl of Eglinton decided to put on a medieval tournament, unlike anything the world had seen, right here in the park. We're talking knights, jousting, fancy dress, the works. Imagine a Renaissance fair on steroids. Or maybe a live-action historical drama with a side of mud and chaos. The tournament aimed to be all about authenticity. Well, their version of it anyway. And while it didn't go exactly to plan, hello Scottish weather, we see you, it was a truly memorable spectacle. Some might even say it was a bit of a disaster. But hey, that just adds to the charm. Now, all this history might be fascinating, but don't forget about the other residents of the park, the wildlife. Keep your eyes peeled because this park is known for a variety of birds. You might spot a cheeky robin, a graceful heron, or even a colourful kingfisher darting by the river. And who knows, with a bit of luck you might even spot a deer or two lurking at the edge of the woods. Oh, and if you're into flowers and trees, you've come to the right place. The park boasts a variety of native Scottish trees and some beautiful seasonal blossoms. Alright, time to check out a rather peculiar structure, the Eglinton Mains Doocot. It's a big, fancy pigeon house, shaped like a lectern, that stands near old Eglinton Mains farm. Now, legend has it that the stones from Kilwinning Abbey were used to build it, but that seems a touch unlikely. The style fits better with the 1800s and that fancy castle vibe anyway. Why have a massive pigeon house, you ask? Well, folks, pigeons were a status symbol back in the day, and the Earl of Eglinton was pretty keen on keeping them around. Pigeons weren't just for show though. Those fat squabs were considered a delicacy. Imagine a gourmet meal straight from your backyard. Alright, history buffs, this one's for you. Ready to unravel a bit of a mystery? Just across the fields lies something called the Eglinton Enclosure. We can see hints of it in aerial photography. Think a circle shape etched into the ground, like a faint scar on the landscape. What was it though? An ancient settlement? A ceremonial site? Your guess is as good as mine. Nobody knows for sure, which makes it all that more intriguing. It's that tantalising blend of fact and mystery that makes exploring history so thrilling. And that, my fellow explorers, concludes our historical jaunt through Eglinton Country Park. As we've seen, this isn't just a lovely place for a stroll. It's a place where the past whispers through the ruins and the trees, from grand tournaments fit for a fairy tale to secret doocats and mysterious ancient markings. There's more to this park than meets the eye. Remember, sometimes the most intriguing discoveries are hidden in plain sight, just waiting for us to uncover them. So keep your eyes peeled and your curiosity piqued on your next adventure. After all, in a place steeped in history, the best stories come after you explore those less travelled paths.
In splendor they dressed, knights and ladies in medieval cess. Though the skies were spectacle show in Eglinton's embrace, history seeds were sown. Hear the whispers on the wind, through the leaves the tales are pinned. Bridges in ruins under the sky so blue. Eglinton's heart beats strong and true. So wander far beneath these ancient boughs, and every whisper past to present balls. Eglinton